What is going on here? Another new Haussmann Comics video in 1 week? What? That's right, Haussamaniacs, pinch yourselves because you are dreaming, but this dream is a living dream and it's alive. And we're going to talk about Ultimate Shocker now. I assume by now you've seen my early evolution of the Shocker, which is literally setting the internet on fire right now. Anyway, in that video we learned that the Shocker wasn't always the punching bag that he's known for now. So I assumed, why not just hop over to Earth 1610 where he was always a punching bag, and we'll take a look at every appearance of Ultimate Shocker, who pretty much exists exclusively as a joke. It all began in Ultimate Spider-Man number 8 by Brian Michael Bendis and Mark Bagley. Now, back in 2001, Ultimate Spider-Man was literally making a splash in the comics industry. It's just a brand new universe with familiar characters without having 40 years of continuity to scare off new readers. It was a hit. And by issue number 8, Spidey had really only fought the Green Goblin, making the Shocker kind of the second villain he took on. Though in this issue he isn't even really named the Shocker. Spider-Man jokingly asks him if his name is the Vibrator, which is funny for more than one reason if you saw my other video, but it is obviously the Shocker. He's got an Ultimate look that was pretty cool looking at the time, but in retrospect he looks like an Ultimate douchebag. He's got his vibro gauntlets, though they seem more tangible here. He does not have a quilt-padded suit, so one can assume there is less feedback. But Spider-Man beats him up and webs his little shooter thingies, and Shocker takes himself out. He would next appear in Ultimate Spider-Man number 35, and now he's got a cool visor, though Spider-Man got himself a more impressive wardrobe upgrade, and he is now in the symbiote costume. And it shrugs off the vibro blasts and then amplifies kicks. Ultimate Shocker goes down, and still isn't actually named as the Shocker in this issue. Ultimate Spider-Man number 67 is a fun issue with Ultimate Wolverine and Ultimate Spider-Man swapping their ultimate bodies, which was ultimately revealed to be the ultimate prank by Ultimate Jean Grey.
Who is this? We switched bodies? We switched entire bodies? What did you do? What freaky thing did you do to me that I'm in your hairy beast body?
Then they get a small little team up when Ultimate Shocker pops up. This time he's got lighter hair, which is actually just more pronounced. It was always there in his other appearances, I just didn't really notice it till this one. But Wolverine in Spider-Man's body pulls the Shocker forward with a web, while Spider-Man in Wolverine's body knocks him out. One punch and down goes Shocker, who still hasn't been name dropped.
It was around this point that the Ultimate Spider-Man video game came out, and it was said at the time to be in continuity with the comics, but it's kind of gotten debatable as time went on. It did feature the Ultimate Shocker, but he was literally just the tutorial bad guy, so kind of fitting for this character.
Shocker would appear next in Ultimate Spider-Man Annual number 1, this time by Brian Michael Bendis, and for the first time a new artist, Mark Brooks, who would do a little something to incorporate the quilting into his look, which is great. But the issue itself focuses on the first date between Peter Parker and Kitty Pryde of the X-Men, when the Shocker, still not called the Shocker in this issue, shows up. Kitty confronts him and uses her power to short out his vibro gauntlets, while Spidey sneaks up behind him and does call him Herman, so he gets a first name. Shocker gets scared and runs away into a web. No punching necessary this time. And have you seen the theme here? Every time Shocker shows up in Spider-Man's life, Spider-Man's in a new form or a new transition. Like the first fight, he's new to the superhero thing. Second fight, he's got the black costume. Third fight, he's in Wolverine's body. And now this time, he's at the start of a new crime-fighting partnership with Shadowcat. I don't know if that was done intentionally or not, but I think pretty fun. Ultimate Spider-Man Annual number 2 is where he would next appear, next by Bendis and Brooks again. A lot of credit should go to Mark Brooks here. I've always liked his classic art style, but here you can see he really puts a lot of emphasis on recreating the style that Bagley's doing over in the main series. Just shout out to Mark Brooks. Canadian? I think he's Canadian. Anyway, the issue opens up with Shocker getting kicked in the face, and Spider-Man goes on to berate him to the point that he starts to cry. He is at least actually called the Shocker finally. But yes, he is crying and delivered to the police. He's barely even in a costume here, and his hair is now black. Ultimate Spider-Man number 112 will be the penultimate issue for the Ultimate Shocker by Brian Michael Bendis, with art now by Stuart Immonen. Shocker is again called the Shocker. His color scheme is changed up a little bit, and he is on the getaway from some heist, and Spider-Man kills him. Not really, but look at the kick here. He should be dead. But he once again is easy to take down, though next time he finally does get a little bit of justice and some character development. Ultimate Spider-Man number 122, Shocker, who is now a dirty blonde, beats Spider-Man. And this isn't Spidey being distracted or underestimating his foe. Shocker straight up beats him and throws him into his van with his loot and gets away. He then chains up Spider-Man and goes off on him, taking out a lot of his pent-up aggression. He's been constantly beaten up and made fun of by someone who turns out to be just a kid. He feels personally wronged by Spider-Man. He feels that Spidey cost him hundreds of thousands of dollars and he wants revenge. He made these gauntlets, so he deserves to steal money with them. Spider-Man pities him, tells him he could have done something more worthwhile with his engineering. He could help people. Instead, he tried to rob banks and gets beat up once a week. Shocker tells him he's just a kid and doesn't understand the way the world actually is. The Shocker went to MIT, he worked at Haussmann, he did his dues, he worked hard. He made them millions of dollars with his work. And in the end, he just got fired for it. Corporations rule the world, the rich get richer. They screwed the Shocker out of his reward, and he's just trying to take back his piece. But first, he needs to stop people from laughing at him by killing Spider-Man. But he misses. He accidentally frees Spider-Man and Spider-Man knocks him out. The Shocker ends up just the joke he always was. And I think these appearances here over in the Ultimate Universe help just solidify that he is a punching bag. He is a joke over in the main universe, and it's not fair. That is what it is, but it's not fair. But now it's 2024, there is a new Ultimate Shocker, and I can't do you the disservice of not talking about this one. Is he going to be a little better? Let's find out. Ultimate Spider-Man #2 by Jonathan Hickman and Mark Cicchetto gives us a great looking Shocker. He's in a hybrid between his classic costume and a military bomb disposal suit. It looks awesome, so beefy. He twice gets the better of Spider-Man by appealing to his better nature. But at his core, it seems like he's just a goon after money. And that's kind of what I'm looking for here. I'm not looking for the Shocker to be up standing beside Dr. Doom trying to take over the whole world. I just want him to be an actual threat, capable and confident, more than just a punching bag. Anyway, file that under T for too good to be true, because his next appearance in Ultimate Spider-Man #5, we see that he was approached by the Green Goblin right after his last appearance, and we learn that he just found the gloves rather than making them himself, and this Goblin very easily beats him up after making him cower like a baby and then steals the gloves. Yay, Shocker. Seems in any universe he's just a joke, and that is what it is. Anyway, I've been Haussmann Comics. Thank you for watching this video, staying right to the end. Hit the like button, would you? Hit the subscribe button. And do me a favor, like any of my videos that you enjoy, share them around your social circles. Are you on Reddit? Are you on Facebook? I don't understand all this stuff, but if you guys could share my videos, that helps them reach a wider audience and we'll build this thing up together. I'm drinking coffee. It's very cold because I bought it hours ago. Stay Haussy, folks.